After 9 long months, I have finally made it back to the Chiricahua Mountains, the most biodiverse mountain range in Arizona. I love this place. It has been way too long since I've been here. And even though it's the worst time of year to find bugs, when it's not raining, which it hasn't yet, even though it's the worst time of year to find bugs, you can still find cool stuff here. So I'm gonna look around and show you guys whatever I managed to find. Check out this dragonfly. It's letting me get real close to it, but it's rather huge and really, really awesome looking. I'm gonna try to, show you my hand next to it, but it's, yeah. Definitely gonna have some Camponotus puderosus here. And they are, they got some brood down there that they're warming up just below the surface. Here's another chamber under the next rock. Much, much better view of them. Pretty Festinatus group, Camponotus. Check out how many elates this Aphanogaster colony has. Both female and male, and tons of pupae up there, of course. But look at all the elates. That's pretty impressive. I lifted the rock and just wings exploded everywhere. So we're walking around in the desert right now. We've caught a couple of ant queens that I'll show you guys in a second, but this is a familiar sign, a ornate desert millipede, Orthoporus ornatus. A very large millipede you find out here in the desert. And I bet he's out because of the little tiny bit of rain that this area got. So that is pretty cool. Check this out, guys. There's a tree lizard sleeping on this mesquite branch. I mean, I think he's a little awake now because I've been shining the light at him, but that's pretty funny. I love seeing that. Here we have some amazing Myrmecocystus mexicanus. Always love seeing these guys. I was hoping that they would have flown tonight, but it doesn't appear like they got enough rain. There was barely any, so I can't say I'm surprised. It was a little bit wishful thinking, but regardless, I will not complain about seeing a colony because these guys are lovely. Look at that. So nice. Check out this Neva myrmex trail. This is one of the most impressive displays I've seen from them, and I'll zoom out so you can see all of it in a minute here. They're raiding Tetramorium hispidum. They've got male and female elates that they are carrying away, and probably workers as well. But look at this. Hang on. Just massive trail networks that you can see, like, super obviously cutting through the desert. And they come down here is where they're raiding some of the Tetramorium, and then they go off that direction somewhere. And you can just see them all the way there. Rarely have I seen trails this well defined from this species. This is really, really cool. Just found this tiny camel spider. These things are so weird looking, and of course they are their own kind of arachnid. They aren't actually a spider. This is just a little baby. These can get pretty big. Well, I don't know about this exact species, but generally camel spiders can get pretty big. This one is tiny. Pretty cool looking. It's a little windy, but we just found this adult banded gecko, and you might be able to tell by the weird tail that it has been regrown at some point. These guys can drop their tails, so something at some point made him drop his tail, but it's coming back in pretty nicely. Always love seeing these little guys. So here's something that I was hoping to see walking around tonight. We're actually just about to leave, and we managed to come across one of these male tarantulas wandering around the desert. They do this. It's actually mostly to look for mates, but it's mostly the male tarantulas you find wandering like this. Pretty cool stuff. He's nice looking. I like him. Look at this. This Camponotus worker fell into the creek, and she was trying to swim back to that rock, but it looks like right now she's just focusing on not drowning. But I'm gonna go ahead and help her out a little bit. There you go, friend. Oh, there's also a Lasius queen. Look at this. Big giant rock. Oh, there's two Lasius queens. Lasius parasites. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna grab those. even though it's just a polymorpha, I'm pretty surprised to see centipedes at all with how hot and dry it is. And also, I just so happened to notice an ant queen. Let me get that out. Well, it's another Lasius parasite, but she appears to be dying. So I'm not going to collect her. Still, looks like I'm going to maybe be able to find more Lasius queens. We got some Monomorium. And a species with ergatoid queens, too. Couple there. And then most of the colony is down here. There was another queen down there too, but I think she has left by now. I was hoping that this here Formica forelliana colony would have been Polyergus, but unless there's a Polyergus queen down in there, it doesn't look like it, because these are Formica pupae turning into Formica callos. So, still pretty cool to see them with pupae though. I mean, a lot of times, especially this time of year, they're not keeping it toward the surface. If I had Polyergus, I would be happy about that, but I don't. Ugh. There are a ton of tarantula hawks at this pool. There we go. A ton of these ginormous tarantula hawk wasps. Like at least 4 of them. Oh, there's 2 there. I didn't even notice the second one. That's crazy. Oh my golly goodness, that's a big Aphenogaster colony. Tons of elates. Tons of pupae. Super crazy. Look at them all. So I just got a crazy triple flip. Look at this. There's a big Reticulotermes colony with the elates and like every cast ever. There's a Monomorium colony right there and down here, also with tons of elates. And then there's some Chromatogaster with pupae and eggs. It's a big rock, so I'm not surprised, but 3 different species is pretty cool. Very classic Chromatogaster. 3 queens. Ugh. Tons of brood. Tons of eggs. Just, yeah. Very standard Arizona Chromatogaster. Oh. Big Campanota semitestaceous colony. Not seeing the queen. I mean, there's an elate, but that's pretty normal for this time of year. There are eggs, lots of eggs at the surface. I'm surprised the queen isn't here. Still pretty neat. I like seeing all that brood.